Bom dia mundo. It's a beautiful morning. We started the day with a nice healthy breakfast with some local Portuguese strawberries, or morangos I think they're called. They're very, very delicious, and I can say they are as good as British strawberries, which is a big say. Also had some fresh coffee. Love Portuguese coffee. We haven't filmed for a few days, we've been taking some time off. Yesterday we did actually go and pick up our car. It's back in our life. We drove down to the Mazda dealer, paid the bill, and finally got to drop off that rental car and come back to our own, which I'm very happy about. So now we're here in the garden enjoying some sunshine. It's lovely. It feels just right again. Really nice temperature. If anybody's interested, the total bill for our car rental for 12 days, including the tolls, was €141. That's pretty good. Really cheap to rent a car here in Portugal, but I am very glad to have our nice, strong, powerful car back, because we are planning to drive back to the UK for my dad's funeral, which will be in a couple of weeks. Right now we're outside in the garden. Story's out here with us. Eden the dog is out here too. You can just about see her over there. There she is. What are you doing up there? What are you doing? Why aren't you out here in the sun? Look at how much this tree has blossomed into life. The red flowers look amazing next to the blue sky and that yellow field over there. Somebody's out with her toys again. Classic Eden. And she's going to bury it behind Story. Yep. No. She's making her choices. Where will she put it? Have a closer look at these red flowers. I can actually hear that the bees are back, pollinating. I know we've had a bit of a sad start to this year, but I am very much looking forward to what's ahead. I think there's an excitement in my heart about what's going to happen here in Portugal. I think we're going to experience some amazing things. I can feel it. You know, that feeling that you get at the beginning of summertime where you're like, oh, the things that I'm going to do, places I'm going to go. That's how I feel now, out here in the sun, still in February for us, and yet so warm. Exciting. Hey Story, do you remember when Mummy was pregnant with you? And she used to walk up and down the garden like this to try and entice you out?
Yes.
Yep, squatting.
Didn't work.
No, it did not. Yeah, here you are.
Yeah, here you are. Oh, that's a nice smile.
And a good girl. Your hair's going very blonde.
Hello, pretty baby.
Yeah. We spent a couple of hours on eBay yesterday and this morning ordering some new clothes. Some pretty clothes for baby Story.
Yes.
Some girly stuff.
I bought 3 dresses. They said immaculate condition, like new. 3 little dresses for £3.
Yeah, £1 each. Pretty amazing.
Can't go wrong, can you really?
Especially considering even buying a dress from the supermarket here in Portugal costs €20 just for one item.
Yeah.
That would have cost you €60.
Yeah,
That same purchase. That's unbelievable. That was yesterday's molehill. Now we have
4 more.
Well, yeah, 4 more of them. That's crazy. What's happening? Do you like that?
Is
You
it
enjoy
fun?
the hammock?
Is it fun in there? Hey?
Is it nice? Good girl.
Wow, look at you, big girl. You don't need mummy, do you?
Who knew that when Katie and Ryan bought this for us, that baby Story would be floating about in it?
Yeah, Vietnamese hammock Story.
Yeah. This came from Vietnam.
Yeah, it did. Wow. Such a big girl. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm being a good dog over here, just checking out the molehills. I think she's enjoying it more on her own than she did when you were in there with her the other day.
That's okay. You can have it all to yourself.
Hammock time is finished. We've got one daughter in the shade and one in the sun. So in just over a week we are going to start the long journey back to the UK. We have a few things planned. We're going to stop off in Spain, in San Sebastian.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, check out the beach there. It's meant to be one of Europe's best beaches. So we're going to check that out. And then we're going to go to possibly south of France, to meet up with Katie and Ryan,
Yeah.
who are living there at the moment. And it'll be good for Eden and Chloe to spend some more time together, because apparently Chloe hasn't had enough dog time. And Eden never has enough dog time, does she?
No.
So get them together again. And they haven't seen Baby Story yet,
No.
so that'd be nice.
Yes.
Also, that is where I proposed to Sasha many years ago now. So Provence, yeah. So hopefully we'll be able to pass through some similar areas on the way home. Maybe even find the spot where I proposed to you. I'll look it up if it's on the way.
You'll be able to find it.
Of course, yeah, I know exactly where it was, but I need to know if we're going to be heading that way on the way home. And then back to England. So we'll be spending a few weeks there at least.
Yeah. Make the most of the long journey.
Definitely. I mean, that was the point of moving to Europe in a way. We wanted to be able to explore other parts of Europe. Just being able to drive over the border allows us to do that. So it's exciting. Yes, there's a lot of things, a lot of miles to be covered. It's going to be your biggest road trip story. We've planned lots of breaks for you and for Eden as well. Yeah? Been sitting out here for quite a while now, haven't we? The jumper's come off.
Lovely.
Enjoying a little bit of sunshine, soaking it in, watching the clothes dry. Just talking about stuff. It's nice. From what I can see, it is 20 degrees. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly 20 degrees, not bad. I think we're definitely going to have lunch in the garden today. Yesterday we went to Restaurant Italia, didn't we? Sat on the riverside in the sunshine and had some coffees and some pizza. That was really nice. But we're really trying to make use of being out in the sunshine. This was the dream, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is why we wanted to live here.
Even when we were in Thailand, we used to talk about it a lot. We would have sunny weather, but it was just too humid to be outside and enjoying it. But in Europe, when it gets to the summertime, it's much more usable heat.
Enjoyable sun.
Yeah.
In Thailand, it was just sweaty sun.
Someone's busy destroying their little crispy owl, aren't they? You're eating him. You really like that one, don't you? Num 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 num.
I just popped inside to do some bits, and Jay took Story back down to the hammock, and this has happened. She's fallen asleep in the hammock. I'm going to leave Jay there enjoying his hammock time with Story. Eden's down there as well, and I'm heading in to start some lunch. For lunch today, Jay requested a green juice and chickpeas, so that is exactly what I have made. We have the roasted chickpeas there, and also some cheese and crackers. We've got some herby cheese and some plums and strawberries. I also made a big jug of our green juice, which is mainly spinach, pear, chia seeds and ginger with water blended up. And I'm now going to make a batch of rawnola balls. So this is what a rawnola ball consists of. It's dates, half a cup of coconut, shredded coconut, cup of oats and quarter cup of coconut sugar. And that all gets blended up into like a paste, and then you roll them into little ball shapes and roll them in more coconut, and they make really nice snacks and healthy. So that will be our lunch dessert. Okay, so this is what a rawnola ball looks like. There's a special heart-shaped one there in the middle for Jay. You could also adapt them to your own taste, like you could roll them in nuts rather than coconuts, like chopped nuts, or you could add more or less sugar depending on how sweet you wanted them. You could add in seeds and anything that you fancy really, and instead of also rolling them into balls so they're like a little treat snack, you could just use the mix as a topping for yogurt and stuff, like a granola. So this is a raw version and I really like it. I think it's really tasty. We're going to put them in the fridge until we want them later.
Look at this delicious spread of food, Story. Yummy chickpeas. This was what moving to Portugal was always meant to be about. Sitting outside in the garden, enjoying cheeses and fruits. Just, this was it. And I think now that the heat's coming back, they can really take advantage of that. Can't we, Story? I think that's a yes.
Alright, we are going to enjoy this nice lunch at the bottom of the garden. Didn't forget Eden either, she is having a rodeo snack. I can't believe it's February and we're sitting out in the garden. And I'm in a vest. Okay, I have come in to do the after lunch clean up. Jay's decided to sit down at the garden still with Story for a bit longer. I think Story's really helping with all her cuddles and helping Jay to process his emotions. He needs lots of love at the moment, and Story cuddles are definitely one surefire way to make him feel a little bit better. It is still super lovely out here, even though it's the late afternoon now. It's looking very pretty. And with that, I'm going to end the vlog for today. Hope you enjoyed it. It was pretty much a garden day, and it is lovely that we can now have that. So please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.